You're watching Animated Evil.
Hello and welcome to the wonderful world of Gamepass. In this series of videos, I take you through those Gamepass games that may or may not be on your radar and share my thoughts. Of course, being Animated Evil. Each of these games are played on the Series S and are available in Gamepass at the time of recording. All footage is early in the game. With that said, let's get into this week's game. What we are discussing this time out is the game called Tin Hearts. Before we start discussing, let's go ahead and take a sneaky peek at the game's trailer.
I did it! I've passed basic training and I'm now officially a Fusilier of the 8th Regiment. So far, life as a Fusilier has been rather exciting. Yes, it's true what they say. The job does involve a fair amount of marching. But, oh John, the places we get to march to! The exotic locations we get to visit. Of course, there are challenges aplenty on these expeditions. Luckily, they provide an array of tools, gadgets, and vehicles we can rely upon to push on with our journey. That is, if we don't perish along the way. You see, dangers lurk in every corner, and careful planning is required to avoid them. There are those, too, who like to break ranks, and, well, I can't say it's a practice I myself approve of. These fellows often do get us out of tough situations. I suppose there's a place for everyone in the regiment, whether they crave adventure or live to serve. There's a place for you too, so I hope you'll join me here. I can't wait to show you more.
And there it is. Looks good, right? So, what is this game? The premise is that you have to navigate some clockwork tin soldiers from one part of a room to another. Currently, at time of recording, I haven't finished the game, so I can't comment on how long it's going to take. I have in fact only completed Act 1, which has taken me a little around 4 hours. Could I have done this in quicker time? Yes. But for me, it's just one of those games that you can just take your sweet time with. Okay, so if you come in here for a deep story narrative, you're not going to find it in this game. But admittedly, there is facets of story that is very interesting in the form of, shall we say, ghostly memories in certain instances. It's nice to watch unfold, and I'm assuming as I progress through the game, it will get deeper and deeper. But I'm still not sure what the story is at the moment. There's no speaking. It's just a case of this is where we're at. Okay, quickly back to the trailer. It does look like the trailer suggests that we can control the soldiers, and up until the point I'm playing right now, the soldiers aren't controllable. They are unleashed and they march on their own power. They go wherever they go, and that's what's happening. I'm going to be honest, when asked about what I'm playing at the moment, I mentioned this game and I've described it a few times. The only thing I can liken to it takes me back to when I was very young. It's a case of a mixture of, let's say, Lemmings and Micro Machines. That's how it makes me feel. And do you know what? That was a happy time. I enjoy playing Micro Machines. Little people in a big world kind of thing. And Lemmings, let's try and solve the puzzle. Let's look at gameplay then. Start the game using blocks with shapes that could only be placed on stands matching the same shape. Doesn't make sense in your head, but if you watch the video, triangles match with triangles, moons go on stands that are the shape of the moon. It's a kind of little guiding light, as if this is how we need to move the soldiers around. You have to have them in the correct angle and the correct motion just to get there, right? It does do a good job of teaching you the basics of how you get to match your little fellas from one place to another. Okay, so progression, right? After a few levels of simplicity, you do sacrifice one of your band of tin brothers to open up a new skill. The first skill you unlock is time manipulation. Basically, you get pause, rewind, and fast forward. Don't think I need to explain what those premises are. You can pause, you can fast forward, you can rewind. However, once your tin soldiers are out of the little box that they reside in before you press go, if you pause once they're out, it will show you the path of where they are going to go. It gives you a predicted path, and if you set your blocks in the correct place before you release them, then it will show you exactly the way to their destination. That, I think, is key. I love it. I just open the box real quick, pause it, and it shows me, have I set my blocks first? I'm in the guise at this point that I am not trying to make my soldiers out and then I do it. I want to solve the puzzle slowly, and before I release my soldiers, I'm finding out the best way to solve this puzzle. So again, talking about progression, pretty soon you unlock different manipulation skills other than the time manipulation. So pretty soon, the first one I think you pick up is you get the ability to pick up other blocks rather than designated diamond moon, whatever it is, triangle moon, sorry, not diamond moon, but still, you don't need, you get random blocks you can place anywhere you want as long as it's a solid surface. There is drums that you can bounce off early on. Again, you bounce off drums and it's a predetermined path you land on. Soon you unlock the ability to adjust them drums to point your guys to another place. You can move a toy train. Put it in the path of your guys, it will direct them elsewhere. You can use a cannonball to directly affect the environment around you. Of course, I'm assuming if I continue with the game, like I said, I'm only 4 hours in, I'm on Act 2, which has stumped me on the first puzzle, but I will get there. I'm assuming that going forward I will unlock further tools to enable more Ordinarily, I would edit that out, but I struggle so much with the word manipulation, I'm leaving it in, so yes, why not, right? We'll try that again. I'm assuming going forward I will unlock further tools that will enable more manipulation in bigger environments, because up to Act 2, the environments have been quite simple, quite easy, not so much easy, but not really mentally taxing. So with that said, I do think this is one of those games that's best played before bed. If you want to chill out, you pop this game on. You just want to put your feet up, play it in bed, wherever you play your game. It's one of those games that is an interesting puzzler. It's not taxing, but it is at the same time. So the big question is then, have I enjoyed what I've played so far? For nearly 5 hours in, yes. I have really, really enjoyed playing this game. Am I going to continue playing? Yes, I am. Normally, I give these games a couple of hours and think, you know what, is it worth it? Yes. So this game is definitely worth playing. Next question, will I buy it? It depends on... It's not an expensive game. It's definitely by a smaller developer, so it's not expensive. And I think, yeah, I want to buy this game. It's really good. It's a fun little game that's both chilled and mentally challenged at the same time, and I think it's worth it. I did receive a rare achievement for finishing Act 1, which means not a lot of players have stayed with it, right? Which is a shame. A rare achievement just for finishing Act 1. The weird thing, I got another rare achievement for finishing Act 1 without using hints. And I didn't even realise hints were a thing in the game. So I'm one of those people that, yeah. I'm going to agree right now that, yes, this game isn't the best game you're going to play. It isn't. Is it a good game? Yes. Is it worth your time? Yes. Especially if you have a mind like my mind, right? That just, if you see a puzzle, you need to bloody well solve it. It's definitely worth a play just to give it a go. Get through Act 1, get to Act 2, and see where you go after that. A few hours of your life. Job done, right? A few hours, that's it. In a day. You can do it on a Saturday afternoon. In fact, I say you do this Saturday afternoon. And so this concludes our look at this week's game. Tin Hearts, well worth a go. I hope that at least after this commentary off me, it helped for an opinion to play or not to play. It's up to you. And, of course, if you have made it to the end of this video, you know what to do, right? I appreciate it. I appreciate your feedback. Let me know how I can do this better. This is just something fun I do when I can, because I'm a busy boy. We know this, right? Hopefully I'll see you again in my next video. But yes, remember, right? Make your criticism constructive. Drop it in the comments. I am Animated Evil, and I'm out. The music in this video was supplied by Judzilla Music. Go to his YouTube channel, Judzilla Music, and you will not be disappointed.
Where?
A great creator.
No. Best leave that be.
What is it? I want to take a peek, please.
You will when it's ready.
Is it something for me?
Well, all I can say is that it's a very special treat for a very special girl. Oh, do you hear that? I think Mummy is calling.
Coming, Mummy.